All right, we're back with an extra person.
Yay!
Or a returning person,
yes!
however you want to say it. New background stuff. Got our map.
We're excited to be back.
Our
We're
beautiful
really
map
upping our
right
game.
up here.
Plenty of upgrades. Lots of upgrades.
Pretty great. We're a little late because there was a power outage literally when we were going live.
That was fun.
But Josh did a good job getting us back online as quickly as possible.
He got the power back to the whole neighborhood.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Zero.
Did you?
I went up and checked. I was like, get that brick on there. Yeah, we
You
got it.
are you the Ron Swanson of this neighborhood?
Indeed.
I went up and climbed the pole and did it myself.
You did climb the pole and got us the debate on the TV.
County.
Did you
All
actually?
right.
Florida County.
So
Wichita.
why don't we get into a recap of last session? There will probably be a recap of the campaign so far since
That'd be
Leslie
awesome.
left when her character arrives. So last session back
I have inspiration.
recap.
I also have inspiration.
I also have inspiration.
Me too.
All right,
Oh,
who wants
balls.
a healing?
I
who wants a
don't. Would
healing
you like
potion?
me to recap?
Yes.
Did you watch it?
No, it didn't.
If I can't get my own players to watch the videos, how am I going to get YouTube to watch
Hey,
it? I
we
don't
like
know.
the clips.
Digestible
Well-
pieces.
I was spending way too much time building my character. I didn't have time.
Well, somebody do it and get a healing potion or 50 gold.
Okay.
Somebody other
That
than
would
Kyle.
that would require me to remember where we
Okay,
started.
I'll
other
do
than
it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Kyle's been doing it a lot.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm unhinged every time, but I'll do it. Ready? Action. Okay. So we
so far off.
do
Already off to a good start.
ready. Action. Okay. So we started the session. We were back in the room where it happens with Prince Overeth.
Ulvereth. Yeah, ULV.
Like I'm over there.
ULV.
Not an O.
Ulvereth.
And he was basically like, "Thanks for handling the orcs, motherfuckers."
Yeah.
And that was cool. We earned 3 months off our sentence, I guess. So now we're down to 1 year and 6 months. That's pretty dope.
Oh shit.
We have a
Servitude to the
sentence.
ground.
Great, good.
What'd
You
do
don't
to
know
get
about that, do you?
Doesn't know about that yet.
No, we did a lot of things. Okay. We did a lot of things. He tells us that basically to like go and rest, and then like go down to the poor districts if you want to learn. Like our next mission is basically like do some recon and be like, what is
What do
happening
you
over
think
there?
You're good.
of
Just keep talking.
Do
They're doing a
you?
sidebar.
Ignore it.
It's so distracting, and I don't have very good. Stop. I hate this also.
Paying attention.
Basically go do some recon. How do people feel about the king and the crown? Are they mad? Are they okay? Whatever. And we'll meet up tomorrow afternoon. And then he gave us 20 gold for business expenses. Great job, Willow. We didn't need it, but we have it now.
Thousands of gold, but you needed beer money.
I think we spent it.
We spent it all. I'm getting to that. I have not
yeah.
Really is like taxpayer
Money's
reimbursement.
We gave the rubbings of the teleportation circles to the prince because he had questions about the teleportation circles. That part's fuzzy to me.
Well,
Can't remember why we gave that to him.
because he asked for it, and by ask,
the
he mean
prince.
like give me the teleportation circle
Yeah, the-
information, because
I mean-
we would like to have that information.
Yeah, the Department of Transportation runs the interstates.
He did say he would give them back.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's gonna give him to the wizard. Do you guys remember the wizard's name? The king's wizard.
Oh, fuck. It was a good
We didn't
name.
write this
Can I
It's
write it
down.
down?
It's somewhere, but I just can't.
Laniver?
No.
No, yeah, that's a Laniver. Fuck.
Should just hang
Wouldn't
on.
that be a twist?
I was like, what?
I don't know.
Twist.
I don't think I wrote it down.
I think I did.
I know, I
Gulgrok?
mentioned it.
No.
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 He's
Goldrack
What's the guy?
was Post Malone.
Who's Post Malone?
His name is Olaroon.
Olaroon.
Oh, no, I didn't
That
have
was
that written
it.
down. Okay, he's gonna give him to Olaroon. It's cool. That guy's a wizard. Okay, so then we went to the bars with Beldar, and that was a good time. Lady Lasagna was there. Her real name is Lady Lasana, if any of you care, but Lasagna's better.
We need to do Lasana because I keep forgetting. Actually, I keep thinking.
Lasana is her real name. She talks to Endymion in like a creepy, kind of predatory way, and is like, "Hey, Endymion," and it's
Or
gross,
flirtatious.
gross. We
It
hate
was a
it.
flirtatious
Predator.
way.
It was predatory.
It was flirtatious.
She's using her feminine wiles to get you to
To
give
flirt.
her information, and I don't like it. I don't like it, not because I like
There's a very
you.
fine line between
Bass
predatory
is
and
feeling
flirtatious.
territorial.
Really, it's just like the
I
age.
guess.
Very uncharacteristic of that.
No, Baz is
attractive,
super
so it's
chill all the
flirtatious.
time. Okay.
That's a good thing. Is like, I'll do that.
Don't worry, we all heard it. It's fine. We're moving on. Okay, so basically, Lasagna is like, sorry, Lasana is like.
Baz was like, don't. I'm like, go ahead.
Baz was like, I will eat shrimp about this.
Whatever that means.
Kelsey doesn't
Oh,
know that joke yet.
man.
You missed so
Whatever
much.
that means.
You've missed so much.
You missed some
Okay.
of the most foundational parts, like the shrimp.
A lot of canon has happened.
Okay.
Okay,
So what was she like?
she was like, Prince Overeth has been like super hard to pin down, and can you like set up a meeting for us, Endymion? And it was gross, and I don't know why I'm so averse. Like I just don't like it.
She's smacking on your man. Or she's smacking on your man.
Yeah, it's a lot. We also like kind of recall seeing her like in some sketchy areas, and we're like, you're sus.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibes. I can't remember what you tell her though. Were you like, sure, I'll talk to him?
She just wanted me to set up a meeting with the
Yeah,
prince.
and you're like, cool, I'll
And
do
I was
it.
like, yeah,
Cool, I'll do it.
Cool, I'll do it.
I'm like, I can't guarantee it, but I can try.
All right.
You could have been like, hey, just commit like high crimes and he will want to see you.
Pro tip:
Pro tip: commit treason.
crimes against the crown.
Yeah.
And,
But do it super
Also,
good.
something Kelsey
So
said
they
is not.
want
She's like, what?
you to work.
She doesn't-
Crimes against the crown?
Well, it's because
You'll
Lord
see.
in heaven.
Well, Simone just had
Okay,
to die
so then we
before
went
she
to the Skinny Bone, which is the pub, and that's a great pub name. That's me editorializing. That didn't
Yes.
happen in the
Appreciate
game.
it.
Okay, Gyrus decides to go help people while we drink and gather info. Is that because... Wait, whatever, it doesn't matter.
He felt like he was better suited to deal with the
Right,
the
because you would
rabble.
look crazy in a pub
Out of
because you can't
place.
drink, and right.
And also I'm a Warforged.
Right. People were like pretty stoked about our heroics, and it was against the orcs, and it was awesome. They love us, I wrote. We settled down a bit, and Baz played a drinking contest with someone. That was fun. Willow was playing shuffleboard with a soldier and a commoner, basically to say they like the king. Things were going pretty much smooth. The cities are smooth, but the rural is like more... a little bit more contentious, but not like terrible. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Guard also says mixed bag. Endymion was with some scruffy black market guys. They say that times are good for them because the guards are watching the walls and not the criminals. And the embers are another good distraction. Blah, blah, blah. Beep, boop, bop. Gyrus.
There was some scatting. Some free jazz.
Yeah, that was some smooth elevator music jazz. Gyrus was volunteering at the shantytown, and he was helping with a building.
Mm-hmm.
Some say they're feeling... some say they feel they're being taken care of because the king was like, I'm out here like doing the things and giving you the food and whatever. And they don't lay blame to the crown for the waves. Little do they fucking know. It's fine. But they don't have like context between like the rich and poor disparity, is what I wrote. Everyone agrees that they can have shelter for winter, so they're grateful or apathetic, kind of a mixed bag for refugees. Between angry if it was a person who caused the waves, and it's out of our control if it was an act of God. So they're basically just like, it's an act of God, it's fine. But it wasn't, you guys.
But if it were a guy,
I'd be pissed.
we would want to murder that person.
Yeah. But if it's just an act of God, we can handle it.
Yeah. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's
exactly. We went back to drinking. Baz and Willow got pretty drunk. Ayo. We did make our way back to the castle. Beldar had to do
tacos.
anxiety.
You had street tacos.
We got street tacos! Why didn't I write that down?
So much different bar food.
You were very drunk.
You were too drunk to remember to write it down.
And
Yeah,
then
and then
you did get sick.
Yes, you did.
Because of street tacos.
Well,
It's probably the shrimp.
It was the shrimp earlier, then the drinks, then the street tacos. It was a big day.
Shrimp before liquor never been.
Were they shrimp tacos? Probably.
That all sounds
Probably.
like reasons to be sick.
Yeah. Then we had to go have like a heart-to-heart with Beldar, which was anxiety producing before Beldar started talking. But once Beldar started talking, we were okay. He tells us, oh, that's when he was like, I'll talk to you in the morning. And I was like, I hate that.
Beldar. That's him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus he has an extra
Minus an
arm in
arm.
that picture.
Yeah, he lost an arm in battle. He says while he was bleeding out, he had a vision of his mom, he and his mom as a baby. And he was on a path of destruction and chaos, but we wouldn't let him die. So basically, good job us. And he's retiring to open an orphanage, which feels like a real 180 in hindsight.
Well, he was lying there dying. And thank you. I think there might be more. That might be it, though. He was lying
That's all
there.
my notes.
He was lying there dying.
Or healing. What are you going to take?
Oh, healing.
I
I have so much gold.
So the 180. Yes, it was 180. He almost died. He was dying, and he's like, "This is the worst." And he had a vision of his mom holding him as a baby, and he was like watching her like tear up, looking at this.
He was good and pure.
He was this pure being, and then to think of the road between this innocent, pure child to where he was now, it was hard for him to look at.
He's an asshole.
And then he remembered his orphanage journey, and was like, the current orphanage situations are so bad that of course I became the person I was. So I'm going to create a situation where hopefully I can save some kids from becoming the horrible people that I became.
What wonderful
That's really
character
nice.
arc.
And I think that's where we ended at.
I think that is where we ended, pretty much. Like the
What,
conversation
he left?
and-
A minor healing or a major?
Yeah,
a minor.
he
Minor.
pieced out, and then we went to credits.
Imagine raising babies with one arm.
Yeah,
Well,
can you imagine raising babies with
Really
one arm?
thinking about
I mean,
that, how hard that'd be.
People do it.
Yeah, absolutely. People do that.
Yeah.
They figure
All
it
right,
out.
good job, Shannon. One minor healing potion to
Yay!
you. Well done.
I forgot the most important part, which was tacos. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
So you are currently hungover.
Sure.
Um,
And in the
Sure.
game too. That's
Okay.
on the internet now.
someone delivers. So you return to maybe the lounge area to figure out what you guys want to do next. And while you're there, a assistant to the prince arrives with a note saying to meet at the Situation Room at, we'll say, like, mid-afternoon, just after lunch, something like that.
Situation room.
Yeah.
Could that be the time that I bring the Order of the Gauntlet?
It's up to you. You've got like 3 or 4 hours to spend doing whatever you want.
I think it would be right. I mean, I want to get them.
It feels right.
I want to get them on track. I want to get us moving.
You want to bring the whole crew or a delegate?
I think Gyrus would just want to bring the leader. Like,
Okay.
He would just want to bring Sir
Savra.
Savra. If everybody else is going to come along, like, I don't know, you can't stop him, but like, he's taking this seriously. He's not trying to just like, wow the pants off them. He's like, we are going to be a legitimate organization, so the leader should meet the prince.
The prince of
Okay.
the prince.
Let me get a little screenshot of Sub, aka Pam Beasley.
Is Sabra gonna want to come along?
AKA who?
Pam Beasley.
Can be like, I guess. I didn't
You
see
guys
it
not
first.
remember the Order of the Gauntlet and all the members of them?
To be fair, I was.
For instance, you were Harry.
I remember
For
Oh!
instance, the
Yeah.
I remember Kevin, the
Absolutely,
treasurer.
that's-
The
Yes,
treasure.
we remember Kevin.
This is their
She
version
does
of,
look like.
and then you've also
Yeah.
got.
It does.
I mean, it's
little bit.
they took some liberties, but this is
These are all office versions.
they're
Wait.
supposed to be.
Is this supposed to be Pam?
That's supposed to be
Yeah.
Pam. That's supposed to be Jim.
Right.
Oh,
I
okay.
assumed John was
And
gonna
then
be
Dwight.
there.
Of
And then,
course.
of course,
We had
Dwight.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wait,
your
you're
John
right.
got too big.
That's okay.
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna close it anyway.
Oh, Dwight!
John
Wow.
can't be too big.
Isn't he so cute?
I never would have got
Lan-
Dwight
yeah.
unless I'd seen all of them together. This is great.
Laniver
Strail.
Strail.
And his mom is Phyllis. Strail.
That's right.
Cute. That's fun.
I love him.
Okay. So where
It's kinda
was
fun when someone did
I?
that.
Kevin is really the most striking.
It's really
Yeah.
good. It's very good.
striking, if you will.
So
Okay. So you're going to go and get.
I'll head out
Sir Sabra.
and tell Sir Sabra to that if there is no,
Okay, you go down to the headquarters.
we'll play it. All right.
Well, you go down to the headquarters and
Mhm.
down in it's the poorer district. It takes a good 45 minutes to an hour to walk down there.
Okay.
Are we all there?
While I don't. See
Or
why
you can
would be.
you can spend half a gold on a buggy, like a rickshaw,
mean, if I
like
wanted to-
a rickshaw.
I mean, if I was gonna, I just ride my horse, but unless she's still recovering from.
Wait,
from-
what's your first
from the-
name? Did we
Ski.
Okay, this is a new
oh,
one.
I mean, you.
Oh,
Gladys doesn't know any of these things,
Yeah,
so
so-
ask those questions when.
Actually,
she
I
returns.
think I would ride my horse because I remember I described the horse
Shki.
to the order, and they didn't. They were like, "Yeah, whatever." So I think I would ride Shki down to the
Okay.
down to the
Shki.
order. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. it's- Oh, ski, 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 ski.
Oh, that's not Mariah Edward.
No, that's not Mariah.
Ah, ski, ski, ski.
What they're called a
Echushki.
chushki.
A Jushki. Ski.
type of creature it is.
for
Ski
some reason,
down
I'm
the
not
hill.
finding
I'm not finding the
a
the
lot
picture.
of my notes for some reason in this, so I don't know.
Well, the power went out, so it's probably making its way back. You know,
Maybe.
that's how the internet works.
I would pull up an image of Ski, but I don't have one handy. So you
What a shame, because she's adorable.
decide to ride. Oh, or there you have that. Yeah.
Very
She's
dark
like a
print, but-
mermaid.
Oh, look!
She's a mermaid.
Oh,
She's a mermaid.
Oh
Ski.
my god! I didn't know a creature like this existed.
She's a mer horse.
Does she swim?
She
Oh, I have so
drowns
many
people.
questions. Gladys will have questions.
She's actually a fae
She's not
that
actually a horse.
appears
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a horse. All right, so you go down to the poorer districts.
What happened?
A lot of people are like, "Whoa! Look at this warforged riding this mythical creature down the road."
Thank you. Hello. Yes. Hello. Have a copper. Have a silver, because that's not real money. There you go.
Have a copper, have a silver.
All right, remove 1 gold to make up for the change that you
Sure.
might use.
That is simply Gyrus's tagline.
Does Gyrus
Have a
have any
copper,
money?
have a silver.
No, I have 2,000 gold still.
Wow, that's a lot.
They have 4,000.
Oh, speaking of which, Gladys ought to have what's our average here? How many?
I have 4,300.
Okay,
3,000.
3.
I have like 5,000.
Then two.
Start with 8.
Okay, let's say 3. 3K.
So you'll start with 8?
3K.
Oh, we're back.
Kelsey's back. Kelsey's back.
Money dribbling over here.
I know.
Okay, so you return to the headquarters of the Order of the Gauntlet, which is Sir what is his
Sir
name?
Laniver's
Laniver's mom's house.
Yes, so on the way, I'm going to pick up some flowers for Phyllis.
Oh.
Okay,
Just 10 gold.
how fancy you want these things? The fanciest is like a gold,
I'll
and
call
it's
it-
like some
I'll-
serious.
I mean, I'll call it a
seriously good
gold.
stuff.
I'll call it a gold because now I'm at an even 2,000, and also I don't care about
Flowers
change.
are
How nice.
expensive.
There you go. So
Because you don't jingle.
it comes in a nice vase.
Just
So,
Oh, it's beautiful.
All right,
so-
you stick that on the back of your horse,
Mhm.
and his
Oh,
horse
shit.
is sticky.
His horse is adhesive.
Okay, so.
It's a sticky mer horse.
The Achushki is a type of fey creature that lures people to ride her and then becomes extremely adhesive and then goes into the ocean to drown them. He willingly did that because he doesn't need
don't
air
breathe.
to
Yeah.
breathe to tame the beast
And
and
now it loves
returned
you?
back onto the coast
Yeah, just like dripping and shining.
with a tamed
Yeah,
Ajishi.
does Shki like you though? Or is
Oh
she
yeah, he's
like
got
all
great
around
he's
you?
got
loves
great
me.
animal handling skills.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she
What
loves
a
me, and I
fabulous
give
story.
I give her sweets.
Oh
Yeah, and
yeah,
she only eats desserts.
she only eats dessert. Wow, this is the best mythical creature ever. Can we do a whole session just on Shki? And
Like her
by a
backstory.
session,
We
I
almost
mean,
did.
Yeah.
will someone tell me
We
just a
almost did.
story for an hour about that? Should be a children's book right there. Yeah, so cute. And my drowning.
The horse that drowns people.
Well, if you
I
want to
mean,
do like a Grimm's fairy tale,
Yeah,
yeah.
like a mer horse.
Sure.
There's a
If you wanna like octonauts it and make it more like acceptable, more palatable to
And then
today's
all
audience.
the moral
All
in
the
there.
parents
that know
Scary.
D&D would be like, this is cool.
This is actually a Celtic
Oh.
Celtic folklore. It has nothing to do with D&D. This is a creature that
Even
was
better.
just invented.
We looked
My
up
first
bones
children's
of this
book right
animal.
there.
It's wild.
Okay, so you go to Sir Laniver's mom's house, knock on the door. She says, "Oh, hello, you've returned.
These
It's
are for
Phyllis,
you.
right?
Oh, thank you so much. Come in. Are you hungry?
I do not
Story
hunger.
begins.
I cannot eat.
Oh,
But thank you for offering.
okay.
A love story.
Well, go right downstairs, and Laniver's downstairs."
Okay.
You walk downstairs and see Laniver there, polishing some armor.
I'm gonna give him a bow, you know, of course, as
He's
my
like-
rank
From Sarah to Sarah.
provides. Because I'm an
Well
initiate.
done, Jairus.
Oh,
You're
no,
getting
please,
it.
please.
You're getting it.
Thank you, I appreciate your...
So,
I wasn't here for this, so I love it.
oh, that's right. You weren't there for that. Where were you?
Look at him.
I love him.
I think we have a whole spin-off ready.
Let's see. I believe the first rank was a Chevel.
Yes, and then the next one starts with an M. A Marchian.
Oh.
So I'm glad to see that you returned and must have done some good during the battle. The Order, did very good holding down this block from the brigands around. So
That is good. That is good.
no one messed with our neighborhood.
I'm sure that is true. I'm glad to be a part of such a noble and effective organization.
As you should be. What are you up to now?
I have come to inquire as to the schedule that Sir Savra is following this day, and to invite her to visit with Prince Ulverith.
Well,
we have a meeting this afternoon
we-
if she is able to attend.
we meet every Tuesday. I'm sorry, who?
Sir Savra,
To meet who?
Prince Ulverith.
I don't. You are.
She does not live here, I am understanding at this point.
Mm,
The Order does not all live in your basement.
It's
I
not.
should have assumed at a certain point.
She's. No,
Can
she
you tell
doesn't
me
live here.
where I could find her?
Um,
It will take some time to return to the palace.
you, we meet every Tuesday and Thursday. Unless there's an emergency meeting. She lives, and he gives you directions to where she lives. But I don't understand what you're talking about. What?
I have a meeting with my compatriots with Prince Ulverith this afternoon. And
May I attend?
I suppose you could. Seeing as Sir Savra is
What's
the
the
commanding
nature of
officer,
this meeting you have with Prince Ulverith?
He just learned about air quotes.
Well, for me, it is for my other companions and I. It is to presumably receive our next orders from the prince. But this is also a prime opportunity for I was thinking the leader of our organization to meet with the prince as well and make sure that the order can operate in a fashion that is acceptable to the authorities of the land.
Oh, okay. Yes, I would like to attend this meeting and
I'm sure
figure out
there's
what's
room-
going on.
There's room
exactly.
for one more, I suppose.
Okay, when is the meeting?
Mid-afternoon,
Okay. Wow,
3
for-
o'clock if we operate.
For meeting
by
important
12-hour
people, I
clocks.
should put on my finest garb.
Oh yes, you should. We will all be wearing fine clothing.
Is
Okay.
that true? Except for you
You're
wear the same
Supposed,
thing all
you're
the time.
supposed to.
They gave,
They gave us
but
the
they
clo-
provided
they
us
gave
with
us the
fine
wardrobe.
clothing.
Okay, never mind. Continue. Sorry to derail us.
No worries.
Okay.
His disembodied voice
God came down and said,
and questioned.
because he takes himself very seriously as a knight of the
Sure.
Order of the Gauntlet, he will be wearing. He'll adorn his knightly outfit.
Ew.
Does he
It's
move
ill. It's ill-fitting.
I was gonna say, does he move? Does he move like he knows how to wear it?
I mean, maybe more so than an totally untrained person,
Okay.
but it's not. It wasn't built for him.
Mhm.
It's secondhand. That kind of thing.
Sure.
It's fine.
I mean,
It's a
I-
fine set of armor, but
I did donate 200 gold, although that was like a day before.
literally,
Yeah.
like a day and
For
a half
kind of
ago.
the purpose of upgrading equipment and stuff.
"Oh, we should give him his own armor."
All right, so
I gave
he
them
walks.
200 gold to do that.
So he walks up after getting
That's a lot.
dressed. Takes a little while, and walks up to the kitchenette area, and his mom asks, "Oh, are you guys leaving?" Yes, Mom. Well, can I make you any snacks for the road?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, sure.
Oh yes,
And she hands out some
Steve would enjoy some cookies.
Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, Steve will love those.
Wow, that-
They'll keep
They're
her
Something-
brown butter
something
with a
like
little
that.
bit of salt on the top.
I'd really go for a Rice Krispie treat.
keep her lips smacking for a while.
I want that.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
want that.
so
Mm.
you walk outside, and you see in front of you Shki tied to the railing outside,
I'll give her a treat.
and once again, this individual's
I don't know how to spell.
confused at what he's seeing. Because it looks mostly like a horse at first glance. Only until you take a second look,
Right, as you
do
start to look at the
realize
details,
the
you-
details
you're like,
kind of come out, and
uh-huh.
it seems a little
Mm-hmm.
off. I mean, it's definitely interesting, to be fair.
If Sir Savra's house is close enough, I won't get on. We won't ride Shki, we'll just walk her. It'll be fine.
Let's say you have enough time to do so.
Okay.
He asks you what your mount is named and
Her name is Shki.
how you came about the creature, and he's just staring at the road, walking, realizing that maybe all of the things that you were saying were true. And he's just quietly walking along with you, looking down at the cobblestones, just
Processing?
yes.
I give her another treat as we walk.
Is that the ticking of the bomb that's going to...
Gears starting to turn in his head.
You get to Sir Savra's home, which is a small apartment above a store, and knock on the door. She answers and comes out, and says, "What do you need? I need to go to work."
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt your schedule, Sir Savra. I have a meeting this afternoon scheduled with Prince Olberith, and I was authorized to offer you an invitation to meet with him to verify the legality of the operation.
She looks over at the other prince, and he's just like, "Wait, You want to meet up with Prince Ulbrith.
I have to meet up with Prince Ulbrith. I have been commanded so.
Okay.
And I felt that this was a prime opportunity for you to speak with him about unifying perhaps the goal of the order, or at least making sure that it is operating within the bounds of the law and with the approval of the crown.
Okay, hold on. She closes the door and you hear a lot of bumps and some like muttering to herself, and sort of excited. You walk down the stairs back down to the road and you're waiting outside. It takes a little extra time, and she comes out in a very nice set of clothes. Not a knight's clothes, but
Is she like
something.
calling sick to work, or
She'll
she just
deal with that.
skittish?
She'll deal with that later. This is an opportunity that, like, if it's true, whoever she works for will probably understand.
Okay.
Meeting the prince is kind of a big deal.
I'm just checking in. That's where my anxiety went.
I don't want to get fired.
Her shift will get covered by somebody else at the restaurant.
Is she going to lose her job? I'm worried.
And if it's happened, I mean, I've worked short-staffed at a restaurant. It sucks.
Yeah,
All right.
it's awful.
She said, "How about this?"
It
She
sucks.
says, "Let's stop by the restaurant on the way there,
Okay.
and I will let them know what's going on."
All right,
Thank
we do
you.
that. It's the
We do that.
lawful good thing to do.
Fair enough. That is true. They did
Sounds
say
nice.
punctuality is one of their key tenets.
Hey, she. By that token, she would never just leave.
Yes,
That
right.
by that token,
Yes.
There's a lot. There's
Way
a
to
lot
hold
of
them accountable.
a lot of things to keep in mind.
I'm the DM basically.
Okay.
I would like that as a little touch.
Duh.
Okay, pump the brakes here, kid.
She mentions one thing, one logical reaction to a
You
character's
know I'm not
arc.
logical.
All right,
you know.
Roll a d20.
All right,
And
so
another
and
d20.
another d20, yeah.
And another d20.
Um,
Am I rolling a character sheet? Yes.
all right, so she wears a nicer set of clothes that she's had for some time, and she goes by the restaurant and
Thank
talks
you.
to the manager,
Thank you. I feel better.
and the manager's totally okay with it. She's an excellent employee, always on time, never misses a shift.
She's punctual.
It's part of her duty. And so you get to the castle.
I'm sorry. You guys were like, Shannon, come play D&D. It's your fault.
You
You
get
guys were like,
you get to the gates of Castle Astora.
Is that the name of the castle?
Yeah.
I think it's the first time we've ever said
Shit!
Oh.
Estora. Can you spell it?
Yeah. Estora. Very straightforward. So the gates open for you.
Mhm.
They know exactly who you are,
Pretty unique, yeah.
and you mention to the person at the gate that the two people in tow are with you,
They're with me. I'll wave to the guards as I go by.
Hey, buddy.
and they're just like, okay.
I'll let Shki run off to wherever she needs to go.
Okay. She goes off to the
She lets herself
shit.
into the stables.
stable area.
Oh.
She just like
I imagine she
Excuse
just fully goes down to the beach and is like,
just hangs out in the water looking for people.
friends,
Looking for
anybody
people to
wanna
drown.
ride?
Ride.
Look at my hooves.
And remember-
Like-
Remember, don't drown people anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told her that.
What did we say about the murders?
What do you
Maybe.
mean?
Maybe not. Maybe,
Look at my
maybe we're gonna
hooves.
find out that
It's
I'm
not
harboring.
my
We'll
fault
assume
they
that you
can't
did.
breathe.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. They wanted a ride.
That is how that horse looks.
I'm just a two-ton killing
But you
machine.
still love me.
All right, you walk up to the lounge area, passing by several guards who just let you go right through, given your
Our whole
role now.
We don't need one of those.
Yeah.
They know us.
Not in the
They've
castle.
they've only been on the they've only been on the first floor, as that is where the tour is. The first floor and the basement levels, which you know very well where the tour occurs.
We went on the tour.
So to go to the second floor is quite a thing. You go to the lounge, and they're just we'll just imagine that they are in stunned silence for pretty much the remainder of the time, unless you address them specifically.
Not with anything particular. I would like help them get drinks or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Make small talk.
They don't know what to order. They don't know like what. They don't understand. Like, can I see a menu?
Sure.
It's like that's not how it works. Just ask for whatever you want. It's like I need a menu. I can't work out in the empty canvas.
Have a rupee.
I don't drink. I don't know. I can't.
Can you imagine actually sitting in a restaurant and like sky's the limit, just order whatever? It would
Waiter-
be
the waiter-
overwhelming.
I don't like that at all.
You've done.
My tiny.
That's true because you've only ordered one thing this entire time,
It's just
multiple
shrimp and
times.
chips.
Hey, and
It's the only thing you know that they have.
I definitely am 100% sure they have shrimp.
And they're about to take it off the menu.
Hey, it's shrimp
There's
cocktail.
no menu.
There's
It's
no
about to,
menu.
It's about to be 86.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Listen, we're not 80. This is the castle. We're not 86 in anything.
They have the whole ocean.
Yeah, this unlimited shrimps.
Yeah, but they're having to
Wizards.
clean up all your vomit.
I only got to take that one time.
Multiple times.
The second time was on the street.
Fair enough.
So it's fine.
The street cleans it. It cleans itself.
Self-cleaning
It's
street.
magic.
Rain.
Can you describe how Landover looks, having walked upstairs in his...
It's clunky and loud.
Okay.
Are the guards like,
Is
who the fuck
he
this
is he
guy?
self-aware?
They feel
He's so cute.
I love him.
they feel like they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Like they don't feel like they belong, which they really don't in all normal circumstances. They're confused and they're a little scared actually at this point. They're like, this doesn't imagine like some very important person who was meeting the president at the White House and they were like, hey, can you come? Like,
Hey, I want you to talk to the president.
yeah.
What?
And to make sure your organization is okay with the law. It's like, So yes, they are
We just
scared.
played D&D in a basement once a week. What do you mean?
The vice president wants to talk to you about your D&D club.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, she does.
Can you imagine?
It's essentially what's happening.
Exactly right.
Joe Biden, I'm kind of like,
Come on, I'd be
But even more so
You're like,
because
what
it's
did
more
we
like
do?
it's more like the royalty. Like think of it like
Yeah.
it's almost on another level.
Yeah.
You know.
Prince Harry's like, come hang out.
Yes.
He doesn't.
All right.
He's not
So
royal.
Nope, I'd be losing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so yeah,
He's
they
the only
are
likable
I'd be like,
one.
they
"Am I
are
doing this right?
scared.
Like, bow at the right
Yes.
time.
They're scared and excited.
Pinky touching the cup.
They're
Keep it looked at.
they're anxious. They're worried. They want to just like keep themselves as small and out of the way as possible because they feel like if they were to like knock something off a table or do something that's not appropriate for the caliber of the people that entertain this lounge, that they're gonna feel out of place.
Are we all in the lounge?
Not yet.
I got a 14 to like kind of sense how they're feeling.
An insight check,
insight
perception check.
to be able to
Okay.
tell because I might just not notice.
Um,
I'm
yeah.
going to very loudly explain how my friend Baz gorged herself on shrimp in
I don't
this
think
very
that's
lounge
necessary.
and then vomited in this very
I don't-
lounge,
I
and it was
don't
totally fine.
He's trying to make
I
them
don't
feel more
Nothing-
comfortable.
nothing-
The servants were
I know how that
extremely
works. I don't-
discreet, and there was no judgment whatsoever.
No
Good choice.
judgment. Yeah, things they're.
They
we're
they
here.
did show up with a bowl and cleaned it with like so fast.
They're
it's
very
weird.
good about it, and no judgment, and we are allowed up here.
They were apologizing to her, like
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry
don't
that
think
you
this-
guys are good.
we
You
don't-
can do what you want.
It's not necessary, I don't think.
Your guests here.
It's not good.
You're not there.
You've been invited. I made sure I asked the prince if it was okay for you, like if I could bring you, and he said yes. You have permission to be here.
Lasagna's gonna be so pissed.
Yeah. This is the only
She's gonna
time
see
I've been
these. She's gonna see these porsies I'm bringing in, and she's gonna be like, "What the fuck? I don't have a meeting."
These motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know, meeting.
Who are these
she's just
nerds?
like
talked to the wrong
I'm
one.
gonna walk into the room and walk immediately out.
We're just trying to get my steps in. I forgot something.
Just keep
All right, so
walking.
they loosen up a little bit with that funny story, and another waiter comes over and asks, like, "Are you sure you don't want anything?" And they say, "Okay, like maybe like do you have some kind of like baked goods, something like that, and a drink of some kind?" And they bring something nice out.
Yeah.
And like having something to like do with their hands makes them like, okay.
Are they eating shrimps?
Hands are hard. No, they're having baked
they're not
goods.
eating shrimps.
Light,
Baked goods
Fluffy.
and some like
sparkling water.
sparkling
Oh my
water.
god, I want a baked good and sparkling water
That
also.
sounds lovely.
In addition to my shrimp cocktail.
And Rice Krispies. Still
Maybe,
thinking about
With
it.
salt.
maybe Laniver's having goose. I don't know.
And so shortly
That he brought himself.
Yeah, you have to save yourselves. Very
Um,
expensive.
shortly after that, as you guys are waiting around, it's been enough time that the rest of the party joins with the Order of the Gauntlet, the top ranking and the newest recruit of the
Who
Order
they
of
all
the Gauntlet.
recognize. They've all met. Because you all came with me the first time.
Yep.
Not Baz, I don't
Baz didn't. That's fair,
Okay,
I guess.
you
Baz
make it.
immediately orders some shrimp.
You make.
I think they just had it ready for you when you walked in. Like they're just.
Excuse me, waiter. Could I have another beer, please?
Do you have shrimp? Because actually, that's not pretty good.
I would love a shrimp. Do we have some shrimp?
Okay, I will bring shrimp cocktail next time I come to
God.
D&D.
But also Rice Krispies.
I'll have
Um,
that, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds
her
easier.
signature brown
Shrimp
butter with
Rice
salt.
Krispie treats.
That sounds
Okay.
No, I don't want that. Shrimp.
So-
Oh my god! If we all bit into a Rice Krispie and there's just a shrimp in the middle.
No! Why would you disparage?
The
Cool
worst.
stream, guys.
That-
I'll see you guys next
That'd be
week.
the absolute
Oh,
worst.
the power winner!
Oh no!
Oh, you're
I'm wondering if maybe 5 is too many.
No, it's good. No, we're good.
I told Kelsey literally
God,
2 days
I
ago.
immediately regret this decision.
I was like,
I'm looking at the time like we're not even gonna meet Gladys tonight.
I know!
here's the thing.
All right. So bringing it back
Okay,
to
all right.
what's going on
We're
now.
nearly as unhinged
Moving
with
forward.
hunger.
Focus on the task at hand. Okay. So the rest of the party, including Baz, arrives at the lounge. You make introductions, and
Lasagna.
no, who's our Dwight?
Laniver.
Oh, Laniver.
Okay, I wanted to say Laniver. Why am I thinking that's a different person?
Sir Laniver.
Okay, so Laniver says, "Oh, the shrimp. Hi. Nice to meet you."
And I say, yes, the story was about her.
The
Yes.
story with the shrimps.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
It was about her.
Laniverous.
Nice to meet you.
I prepared them to meet you.
Take out of its flash.
Gyrus, take a note. When you are telling new people about people that you're already friends with, it's usually good to lead with simple, kind stories about them. Baz is a very nice person. Her sister died. And therefore,
I don't
she
usually
has-
lead
We
with
know.
tragedy, but I will remember to lead with tragedy from
Maybe
now
we
on.
don't lead with vomiting stories.
It was humorous, and nobody died.
Well, comedy is tragedy
Just
plus
ask
time.
for it.
Maybe there hasn't been enough time with the shrimp.
Ah, but there has been enough time.
With the dead sister. We'll work on it.
I'm clearly not
We'll
over it.
workshop it.
I need to find a book in the library about comedy.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad
It's
we agree.
the hour is approaching, and both Ulverith.
Oh, that's Prince Overeth.
Well, ain't he handsome?
Yeah.
Okay,
Trey. All right,
No,
Prince
you can throw it.
Prince
in front of
Ulverith walks around the corner, and you see in
So he doesn't
walking
get it.
next to him, Lady Lozana.
Lasagna, fucking lasagna.
He stops. He stops, and they are face to face for a moment, and she thanks him, and puts her hand on his arm, and you know.
Steals second.
I don't like that either.
Walks over to
him.
Endymion
Yeah.
and says,
Ew.
Endymion,
Ew.
no need to bring this meeting up with Prince Ulverith. We've got in touch now.
You should just take credit for it.
I appreciate your willingness, though.
Oh, well, it's my pleasure.
And she saunters off.
You don't like it.
Baz throws up again.
Just throws a shrimp at her.
Yeah, I do that. I throw a shrimp at her, but it falls before it
Do
hits
you
her.
actually?
Yes.
My sensors are...
You gonna roll for that?
How like are you actually trying to hit her?
No. I'm sneaky.
Are you actually trying to hit her though?
Like you threw a shrimp at her.
Yeah.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is fun.
12 plus whatever.
Oh, no.
Dex.
Improvised weapon. Yeah, just...
A lot.
Dex without proficiency.
15? No, sorry. No, 17. I definitely hit her.
Okay, where do you want to hit her?
Just kind of like right here.
Does it get stuck in her earring?
No.
It goes into her hair and hangs there. Let's go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, bitch, I'm proficient. I've been waiting for this.
Okay.
Major ick.
I've been waiting to throw shrimp at a bitch.
Look.
Subtly.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Entirely how I built this character.
Yeah, this is why I built Baz.
Oh my god, that laugh.
You think you're wrong, but you're not.
Pulls out her hand, shrimp in between each finger.
New weapon.
That's my dream life. Okay, 18.
Okay. She like
Baz just has her
no
back turned.
one in the room is the wiser. Except
no one knows where it came from.
the two. What did you roll? 18.
18.
And they're both...
No one. Yeah, Nate's beats. No one knows. Just you. Just you.
Today is the best day.
Oh my god.
This
If
will
you-
not be a secret because it's Baz.
That's true.
Well, it will get told.
It's a secret for now.
So guess what I did?
A servant hears the smack of it onto her neck and sees it hanging there and walks over very quickly with a tray as she like puts it down and he walks away and she like
Oh,
leaves,
discreet.
and she leaves. But before she leaves the room, she like looks over across the room to see what exactly went down.
How many points of embarrassment damage did she take?
Yeah. How many points?
Psychic damage?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That would be
You've
some
heard of
psychic
vicious
damage.
mockery, but have you heard vicious shrimpery?
It was a
Yeah,
drive-by.
we're all
It was a
making
drive-by
fun of
shrimping.
it. It's a drive-by
Drive-by
shrimping.
shrimping.
If you witness that, you'd be like,
Jumbo for it.
Good thing I didn't witness it.
I'm just saying it. I'm just saying. Y'all are making fun of it.
I'm on some next level shit.
Yeah.
All right, so
I have it out for her.
Prince Ulverith walks over to you
She's
guys, a little more smiley than he usually is.
Does he seem charmed?
By her,
Was spelled.
Yeah.
Like,
like
magic.
magically.
Yeah.
Do you have detect magic?
No, but I want to.
No, but at this moment, it seems
Oh, I
like
just
it's
turned
like-
on my magic detecting lenses.
Oh wait!
I have high perception.
It's not the same
I thought
as
about taking
detecting
detect
whether or not
I
a
do
person
have
is charmed.
detect magic.
Would you like to cast it?
Oh, fuck
As a
yeah!
furbolg. Yes, I would.
It's one of your racial features?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That is dope as fuck.
What
Wanna
are
be a
you?
furbolg
I'm a
next time.
furbolg, so I'm big and blue.
She
I
speaks
need
for
a
the
photo.
trees.
She's tall.
But
She
they
looks.
have no
She's
voice.
tall.
She looks like that.
She looks like this.
Oh, she's so cute.
Are you gonna cast it?
Mhm.
All right.
She
Tell
looks so
me.
little.
Does there? Let's
Okay.
see. Hold on.
Purple somatic.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Detect magic.
Wheeler.
Okay.
Verbal.
Detect magic
Verbal.
requires verbal and somatic. All right.
What does somatic mean?
Movement with your hands, that kind of thing.
So
One
she just-
action.
I have a dumb question.
Okay, so
Does that mean that in real life? That's what somatic means in real life, or that's like a D&D?
somatic, I think,
It's
is
like
like motion.
Cold physical
Got it.
of the body, yeah.
Okay, so
That's my first time
as
hearing that word.
Prince
Wait,
Ulverith
okay.
walks over to you, you start
Use a red
casting a spell, both verbal and somatic.
Like, bye, guy.
You
Avatar.
finish casting the spell, and all of the fire in the room turns bright red, and the guards run over to you. sword out. Swords out. You
Good thing you have diplomatic immunity.
during that portion of the time you cast that spell, you don't. Let's see. Let me read this real quick. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn at School of Magic. Okay, he is not. He has magic around certain items on him, but given your arcane knowledge, it doesn't appear that he maybe is charmed.
Okay.
The guards run over to you. And shouting like, hey, whoa, stop! What are you doing?
Detecting magic.
The prince like waves everybody off, like, whoa, and they know who you are. You're
recognizable.
yeah. Well, you're also like a delegate of the castle, if you will. But nonetheless, they still, given the heightened situation with the embers and everything, they've been told to always just figure out what's going on with magic being cast.
Magic.
Okay. As your spell diminishes, all of the flames in the room, the candles in the fireplaces, goes back to normal flame.
Yeah.
And the
I'm
guards.
making that color again.
Please don't. It was alarming.
Quite literally an alarm.
And we have guests.
All right, Sir Savra and Sir
Laniver.
Laniver.
I want to say Lannister every time.
Call him Dwight.
No. I'll get it.
Wait,
Sir Dwigged.
Sir Dwight. Sir Dwig.
Are just
A one
like
lonely.
sitting there, just like I don't. We're not. We didn't. Anyway.
Are they also arrested by Prince Obereth's handsomeness?
What's your
seen
passive
him?
perception?
14.
I mean, they're in awe. They've been in awe since they came. Since you saw them in the lounge.
I'm just curious for flavor. I'm sorry, it's a 15. But just for flavor, I don't know. I want to know.
They're when he walked in. Perhaps you noticed them like sit up more straight
They're
and
like,
more like.
His piercing blue eyes.
I know, look at that guy.
He looks like James Marsden. I say this
And-
every session.
Oh, I see that.
Prince Ulverth asks you to come to the Situation Room.
We do.
We go.
Shrimp.
Of course.
Baz brings her shrimp with her. Just kidding, she leaves them.
If my
Go to
Evernote
waste?
was working.
You don't want to stink up the situation.
I did throw one.
If it had a real sky roof, wouldn't have to worry about this.
Oh wait, did it? It finally.
That's true.
It would just be
Synced.
open air.
For some reason.
That's
Okay,
true.
one moment.
You just hit her in the head, essentially, with the shrimp.
It was raining shrimp.
Yeah, it was raining shrimp for sure.
Oh, I guess it still isn't there.
You
Okay.
line him up by the tail, and then you go.
Ooh. Pro tips.
Shrimp Shrek shooter.
She has the
Oh.
shrimps in her. She snicked.
Right.
What?
Snicked.
Better
You
than one
you go
particular minute.
to you go to the familiar room.
Called the Situation Room.
It's called the Situation Room. It is a
It's like a meeting room.
it's a big
Sounds silly.
council room where the ceiling is starry. It's
Aw.
starry black starriness.
That sounds nice.
Whatever you might say. And your character would know the aspects of this place. It is under a anti-magic field, and something can be activated with the signet rings of either the princes or the king to turn on a zone of truth to interrogate.
Ah. Wow, what a room.
Yeah. So this is a place where they can have conversations about anything and also be truthful about it without being scryed on.
Yeah. That's nice.
All right. So Prince Ulverith, first of all, says, "Come with me, and we'll head over." And perhaps now would be a time to interject.
Yes. Oh, Your Highness, I've brought representatives from the Order of the Gauntlet, as I mentioned in our last conversation.
Oh, right. What was the nature of that again?
Well, I don't want to speak out of turn with my commanding officer here, but I will simply explain they are seeking to reestablish the order.
When you say commanding officer, he's like...
I point at her.
Okay.
They are seeking to reestablish the order in the realm. They have a chapter here in the capital, and we are hoping to ensure that the operations of the order can grow and continue our work, and make sure that we are on the right side of the law in doing so, and that we do not, I guess, get at cross purposes with the crown. Not that I believe we would, but we want to make sure that it is on the up and up.
Okay, well, follow the law. And, if you need anything, go through Gyrus. Yeah, you can have your order in the city. I don't see why that would be a problem. Very, very nice to meet you. And he shakes both of their hands. They're just flabbergasted and stunned. They, however, cannot join you in this following meeting.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
You may wait here for your compatriots to return. It's very, very fine meeting both of you. And they're like,
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Sure.
Do you get another applause now? An accolade, a clap?
It's
Like a good
renown.
job.
Renown.
Do
is what
you
we're
get a
earning.
renown?
That
We'll
is
see.
something that I will discuss with them later.
Maybe after the situation.
Yes, we have a meeting that we are now
So they-
getting late for.
they sit down and they're just smiling and staring as you guys walk off.
The shrimp is very tasty, I've heard.
That's true.
You'll leave your shrimp with that.
Sure.
All right, you
Probably better not to bring it in.
you go to the meeting room, and there, waiting for you, is
Purple worm.
sure.
It's been the king all along.
Oh!
Henrietta, why is that a problem?
I never know what to expect with Henrietta!
Okay.
She's a wild card every time!
Gyrus is like werewolves. I knew it was werewolves.
I knew it was a werewolf.
I knew it.
Been right about every
But no
single
one else
thing.
knows it.
All right, waiting there is Henrietta.
Okay, first off, is it a full moon? Is she in werewolf form?
No, you've got another let's say another week.
Just want to make sure.
Or so.
She's
Yeah,
just taking
two
it out.
werewolves sitting there.
And it's daytime. Are werewolves wolves
No,
in the
right?
day?
No.
That is the full moon up during
No,
the
it's
day.
like Lupin.
Yeah.
Anyway,
In the D&D world,
I mean, what?
the werewolf can turn into a werewolf anytime. It doesn't require any moon phases.
Whoa, is that true?
Mhm.
I don't know why you would lie to me, but
This is brand new information.
that really is brand new information to me.
Absolutely, I didn't.
But for flavor, we'll say that she can't control it on the full moon. How about that? Sure.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
That works for me.
So Henrietta stands
Oh,
up,
okay.
and Ulrich, you all know who she is. And they know you are. And you sit down.
Are they
And
related?
Does
Henrietta,
Ulvareth know we know her? Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He knows that she's a werewolf.
Got it, got it.
Mm.
No. Nobody else knows.
either know or you don't know that he doesn't know. Whatever suits your answer. All right. Willow also doesn't know.
yeah, I don't know if we've shared that with Willow because I don't see why we
No,
would.
Henrietta, I think, would be real mad. Even Baz knows. to keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, we promised to keep it a secret. Gyrus definitely wouldn't have shared it.
So yeah, scrub that from your knowledge bank.
I mean, I did tell Liz.
You sit down
immediately when I got home. I was like,
at the table,
Immediately when I got
and you discuss next plans. First, you inform him of what you learned about the common people and what they feel about the king and the crown and how things are run. He's sad to hear, but understanding that the roads and the rural towns are feeling neglected because they are. They don't have the men or the means to be able to do everything that's going on with the calamity that occurred with the 3 waves. They've had to bring in a ton of people to manage the rabble. It's getting better, but because of the orcs, the orc horde, obviously had to bring people back in as well. Now, they begin talking about next phases. Prince Ulverith says, the reason that Henrietta is here is that, well, we've been discussing a plan to head back to Alversea and retake it under the name of the Dyes. King or Lord Heidel Dye is deceased, as is, for all of Henrietta's knowledge, the rest of her family. She's the last of the Dye family and has rightful rule over Alversea. Now, here's where you come in. Even before the Orc Horde interrupted our travel along the road, the coastal road, there were some problems. There's a knock at the door. Just a moment. He stands up and opens the door, and in walks the king's advisor.
Taryn Thorne.
You're so smart.
That's a full name, though. Oh, yeah. The presents are all the same.
And a individual, a messenger with a note for Prince Ulverith. It says, just a moment. If you could inform the king's advisor, Sir Taryn, that what we're referring to, that would be great. So you let him know what you guys are referring to. Prince Ulverith returns. And in walks an elderly woman with wild eyes and a smile.
I mean, elderly women, we should have known it was Gladys.
Go ahead and pull up Gladys's image.
It's like the best name.
I love Gladys.
Oh my god!
Lady
Wait,
We can't see her.
Gladys Winters.
Gladys!
Does she have a beard or is that just
No,
light?
no,
that's
way
just
to
the
light.
light.
Walks in.
Here, I'll pull her up on this side.
Oh my god!
I want to be her.
Gladys Winters.
There you go.
Hmm?
There's two photos.
Oh my god! Look at this one!
With her hair, like the two
Yeah.
little Minnie Mouse buns.
She has wild eyes.
She's ready to party. Get it?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I love her.
Sir Taryn Thorne stands up, shocked to see
Mom?
Gladys
Oh.
walk in. And says, "Oh, Lady Winters. Wasn't expecting you."
Oh, darling. And she kisses him on both cheeks. It is so lovely to see you.
As always.
Very nice to see you. And oh, Prince Ulverith. So wonderful to see you too. You just get more and more handsome every time I see you.
I'm so
She
happy
pinches
you're
his cheeks.
so happy you're here. Gladys.
How are you? How is your father?
Well, King Stiltoff is doing well.
Wonderful, wonderful.
He's planning a trip to the lands in the east. Not too long from now.
Well, I am just pleased as punch to be here. Quite happy to be back at Oversea. It has been a bit. It has been a bit, hasn't it?
It has been a while. And Sir Taryn Thorne looks like he's blushing.
Ooh.
And is kind of shifting a little bit. And so Prince Ulverith asks everybody to have a seat.
Can I
and
talk
makes
to-
and
or,
makes
like, introduce it? Yeah.
makes introductions real quick. And mentions this is we call her Lady Gladys Winters. That's known as Gladys, I think you go by for the most
Yes,
part.
my stage name was Lady Winters. You might recognize my stage name more than my regular name, Gladys, which you're welcome to call me Gladys. But my stage name, because I was the lead flutist for the Fiddlesticks, you might remember.
Let's go ahead and... What's everybody's history?
+4.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm right. I'm full of adrenaline. Hang on.
Living on the edge.
Oh, I'm a -1.
Okay. You'll know that the Fiddlesticks were a very, very popular band, and about 30 or 40 years ago or so, were rock stars at their time. But it's been more than a quarter of a century since they performed.
Okay. Oh yes, I do remember.
You're totally not know her, which is fun.
I mean, maybe you're polite and like, yeah.
That sounds great. Shoot,
They are.
I want Bass to be like a huge Fiddlesticks fan.
You absolutely
you can
be.
This would be fun.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
Sure.
Yeah, Bass is like,
The second Gladys walks in, Bass is like,
we're gonna do that.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's canon.
I'm just like,
It wasn't my style music. My parents might have listened to them, I guess, maybe.
But would you even know we were talking a lead or
think of a big band from a very popular hair band from the 80s bassist.
Yeah, you wouldn't actually
You wouldn't know them by name. Do you know Poison's bassist's name?
Yeah,
Probably not, right? But you know who Poison is, and you know that they were very popular at their time, and they were rock stars at their moment.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's I don't.
So, yeah, basically Jethro Tull. Flutist.
Sure.
that would be your reaction.
Whatever floats your boat. Yeah. Whatever completes that picture in your
Who
mind.
doesn't like Jethro Tull?
No, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Just say it.
I mean, Jairus
Just saying.
probably saw them perform. Depending on how old he is.
How old is Jairus?
He was a couple
I
weeks
mean,
old.
how long ago was the...
Anyway,
How long
back
ago
to
were
what's
the War Force
back to
made?
what's more meaningful in the context of this. So he makes introductions to everybody, and says, "Gladys, do you want to say why you're here?"
Oh, sure. I'm really here back in Oversea to meet up with my granddaughter. She lives in town.
You're currently in Arstelia, the capital.
Oh shit.
Yes. You were headed to Aversea.
Headed to Oversea.
Now, is that a
Sorry.
senior moment, or is this
Shoot, I forgot. This town is so small. Right. Right.
The
We're
Blue
on our
Haze
way.
was very popular at the
Yeah,
time. I
she
bet
was-
she was.
Oh my god.
Where am I again? Yes, I'm on my way to go see my granddaughter. She's a pen pal of mine, and we have lost contact recently, so I'm just off to go see if everything's okay with my granddaughter. I have 22 grandchildren. Tell you all about them.
Did they all play the flute? Or?
No,
Oh,
not all of them. Though
that sounds
some.
Only the good ones.
Only the good ones.
Only the favorites.
All right.
Wow.
So
Bass is just like,
to more pressing matters, the road to, as I mentioned, the road to Aversea has been shut down since even before the orcs had taken over that coastal road. We've sent people up there, but they haven't returned.
Yes, and I certainly don't want to go by myself, so I was asking around for a group of comrades to maybe go with.
And of course, Henrietta knows you well, and I know your capabilities, and I think we all think that perhaps you could handle whatever is potentially causing our guards to disappear along the coastal road. Deal with it. Report back with your trusty piece of messengery, and then head up to Aversea and figure out, if you can, infiltrate Aversea and see what is going on there, because we have no visibility into it since the revolution that occurred. So, it's not a question. This is what you're doing.
It's a tale.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
And it's going
And
to be a delight.
Willow, if you would like to join them, you can, but you're not tied to them like that. Like, I'm sure they would.
Listen, Willow
I'm sure they would
didn't
appreciate your help.
Didn't commit treason.
If nothing else, it will bring it back closer to home.
Treason.
Yeah,
Light.
I'll come.
It was
Maybe
extremely
we could
light.
get some of Phyllis's snacks for the road.
Yes, we can discuss that on the way out, then.
Wonderful.
Snacks.
There's another knock at the door,
Very soon.
and in walks this gentleman.
Hello.
Well, is that the king?
No,
it is not.
No, but
you
is that
will-
Gladys's lover?
No,
Does-
you will know this.
Ego.
Tarynthorn is.
Ego.
You will know
Gladys
this
like
as the king's wizard Olaroon.
Olaroon! We were just talking about him.
He
We know.
he walks in slowly and elegantly. Says, "Oh, very nice to see you all, and Gladys,
Olaroon.
very nice to see you again.
Oh.
Oh my god, my
It's
arousal
been-
meter is going off the charts!
Far too long.
Oh, the magnetism between the two of them, I can't handle.
Very happy you're back in the city."
What's
Anyhow.
What's the relationship? What would I know?
A flirtatious one,
No, yeah, you can
apparently!
leave it, however.
Is he the grandfather of some of the grandchildren?
This is all up to you.
Oh, sounds good.
It can be, why don't you decide now? It can be a fling, it can be an ex, it can be a ex-husband, it can be any number of things.
It
Fling.
could be an admirer that you never really...
Or somebody who, like, not a fling, but somebody who has always wanted
A potential fling.
who has wanted to,
you have kept him on the shelf for this
yeah.
long.
Same
He's on
with,
your hook.
it's the exact same with Sir Tarynthorn as well.
Oh, fun. This lady has a great band.
So,
Gladys
Olaroon walks
is
in.
goals.
So Sir Tarynthorn was all thumbs when Gladys walked in, and the king's wizard Olaroon walked in very suave and elegantly. And
We'll
was
make
very
it that
happy
they've
to see
never had anything, just been flirtatious. Always,
Fair enough.
always missed each other by marriages
Sure.
or something.
Very happy that you're back in the city, although I understand you may not be lasting very long in the city.
Will not
but
be staying very long. What a shame. What a shame.
Indeed.
I forgot you lived here.
Make sure. Though I don't know how that's possible.
Well, no, because remember,
Oh, right.
I saw
that
you
thing.
when I was traveling.
Right.
You weren't here either.
Right. That's
You were
right.
in battle. We were in tour. We crossed paths.
Indeed. It
But
has
I've
been
never
some
seen
time.
you here.
Decades, if not.
Baz immediately catches on to this sexual tension. Immediately.
The whole room does. The whole room's silent, just watching the two of us talk.
I am sorry to interrupt.
It's actually
Um,
He's like starting
and,
to howl. He's like, this is
But
uncomfortable.
Prince Ulrich, here's the information you were looking for. And as well as these. And he hands you back the teleportation scrolls. You have those back now.
Are they actually the same ones?
They are. You would look at them and they're the same ones. Much appreciated. Well, I must be going. I have much research to do. But Gladys, my darling, make sure you don't leave Australia next time without at least catching a cup of tea.
Oh, absolutely. Would love to catch a cup of tea. And she
Wonderful.
gives them a bunch.
And he hugs and walks out.
Wait, before you go, I know you said you were going to do some research, but I think you are someone who does magic as well.
That would be
Just
accurate.
wanted to give you a friendly heads up. Don't do it in the lounge.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Willow.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, she gets a darling too. I want a darling. I don't say
Do
anything,
you
but
need
it's
help with
fine.
research?
He turns.
Close your mouth.
He gives a slight bow and walks out, and leaves for the. And those with the highest passive perception
Me.
notice Sir Tarynthorn like angrily looking at
Ooh, they're in
Olorun.
competition
Of
for
course.
Gladys's
Let's see.
affections. I love this.
Love triangle.
So
So we're not going to Oversea, right?
No,
we're
we just-
exploring this.
Yeah!
This is the campaign.
might as
now.
well stay in town.
Downton Australia.
So the piece of paper that Olorun hands to Prince Ulvrith, he puts his hand on it and says, "We'll talk about this later. You will likely be involved with this, but not yet."
We love it.
I'm sure
Ambiguity.
Shannon loves that.
My anxiety. It's fine.
Just do what Jairus does and compartmentalize it into the later section of your brain.
That is
Real Kelsey does that too much.
And then suddenly later is not later anymore.
That's not how
It's off, it's
anxiety
hard.
brains work. That's not.
So
That works.
Machine.
he
Oh.
so he mentions that you'll probably be involved with that later. But for now, I believe it would be best if you headed out to the road to Alversea as quickly as possible. We and of course we includes Princess, or I suppose Queen Henrietta, would appreciate the quickest return of Alversea to order and back into the fold.
Henry's not going with us.
Henrietta is not going with you.
Okay, I was just confirming. I ate a lot of shrimp today.
It's
Luckily, you're not going.
Wolf love shrimp.
so.
It is good.
That's what you'll do. Again, reach out at the normal hours if there's important information for me to know. Otherwise, no need to contact me during those specific hours.
Oh, okay. No more
Guy's size.
No more on the tens?
Well,
Those are the hours.
Those are
but
the regular
so,
hours.
Stick to the
I
regular
just-
hours.
I
Oh,
thought
oh,
you said
okay,
perhaps we could be friends, Prince Ulvrith.
Oh, certainly.
You want to talk to me?
He's
After-
looking at us this time. He's not exasperated.
I know!
Bastion, we are
I'm-
still convicted criminals.
It was light treason.
And when our
Yes.
sentences served,
Now
then
can I
perhaps we can discuss
Hear a
this.
bit more on that before
We can
travel together.
Well, perhaps that would be good traveling discussion. I think the prince has important things to
So
do right
much
now.
happened.
Baz, we can
So
talk
Karen-
about this later.
So Taryn Thorne says he certainly does. I bid you all farewell, Lady Winters.
Nice to see you.
He walks out, and Prince Ulvrith walks out as well, and leaves the rest of you with the door open. A guard kind of like,
Get the fuck
And
out.
we just sit there and chat.
let's go.
They start wiping the table down
Yeah,
in front of
they
you.
do.
It's
They
like,
absolutely.
they put the
start
chairs up.
They start
They're like,
taking
yeah.
the glasses out from in front of you, and you return down to the lounge where your
All
compatriots are.
Mhm.
They're like chatting back and forth as fast as possible, like faster than they've ever talked before. They see you. You get up, and you are walking out of the castle, and you are now a party. And you may do whatever you want to do for the remainder of the afternoon. If you wanted to go to any magic item shops or whatever you need to do in the city before you head out on your next adventure outside the city of Arstelia. You've been here for quite some time. So think about what you want to do. If there's anything you need to buy.
I mean, I would return them to the headquarters and
Okay, so
discuss everything that happened.
all right, so the rest of you will go do whatever you need to do. You have the link to the same magical item list. Feel free to peruse that with your money. If you want to use any money, you don't have to. Any healing potions you can likely purchase, but it'll be at a, we'll say, 25% premium. Given that,
Premium for the heroes of the city.
Yeah.
given it's still given the fact that it's still recovering after a tragedy. They haven't had time to restock, and as time goes on, they're becoming more expensive. So, if you're going to buy any healing potions,
We should do that.
add an extra 25%.
How much did we get for our business account for this
We-
particular trip?
You left without asking for any. Darn.
Damn it, Willow.
When do we get a company card?
Yeah, when are we gonna company card?
How do we do invoicing?
I have.
All right, so
Do
while you guys kind of think about what you want to buy or anything like that, Sir Gyrus will return back to the headquarters of the Order of the Gauntlet, aka Sir Laniver's mom's house. I'm sorry, specifically Sir Laniver's mom's basement.
Yeah.
They're very impressed with what you're doing.
Oh, good.
They apologized for not believing what you had said originally about your deeds, about killing the leader of the bandits and helping Sir
One arm.
yes,
Eldar.
Beldar Hirsch, thank you,
Sir One.
from dying.
Mhm.
All of that.
Sir Wonham.
I forgive you. It seems like a tall tale without evidence for sure.
And so,
I just hope that someday my life will be worthy of the bards.
Should I get the Quail's feather token whip?
Yes.
yes.
Oh,
Definitely get Qual's feather token. No, don't. It's an absolute waste.
This was the first thing I read.
Yeah.
So Sir Savras looks at you and says, as I mentioned, she apologized for not believing him, but that the rules remain. We need to see you perform, not see you, but you need to perform acts of heroism, valor, helping those that need it. Now we will take your proclamations with your position at full value. We don't need corroboration with other people. We believe you now, so we apologize. Based on your history, we'll simply give you a renown, because clearly you have helped quite a lot of people over a long period of time. In fact, we'll give you, and Sir Laniver says we'll give you 2.
Oh, excellent.
And that, I believe, brings you to the 2nd level of the Order of the Gauntlet, making you a...
Congratulations!
A Martian.
A Martian.
another
I'm a Martian.
You are now a Marchian. Yes, Marcheon.
March.
Martians have shown they are aligned with the Order's goals and can take on more responsibility. You can also request
See
the.
what I feel like I do at work. Not good.
You can also request the people in the Order of the Gauntlet to teach you a certain tool set proficiency: smith's tools, leatherworker's tools, carpenter's tools, mason's tools, or vehicles. It will take time, but you can request the education on those things.
Sweet.
So you can learn proficiency in a set of tools.
Gyrus!
Nice.
Congratulations!
I mean, I already have masonry tools built into my arm. I just don't know how to use them. On the topic of further responsibilities, I will be leaving the city shortly, and will be headed out. As I go, do I have permission to, in other places, establish new chapters?
Those responsibilities are not bestowed upon a Marchian.
Understood.
You will require, I believe, one more. We'll have to check the charter, but one more level in the Order of the Gauntlet.
Understood.
But feel free to spread the word of who we are, what we are doing, that we're bringing it back.
Sounds good. Where is the nearest printing press?
There's one in the city.
That's what I will do this afternoon.
Okay.
It's time for some pamphlets, motherfucker.
They mention that Sir Barrick Nihilith, the treasurer, has purchased a new chest that fits all the gold that you gave them.
It's really
Good
nice.
use of the gold.
That
really sweet.
they are going to rent a actual storefront, if you will, an office, I guess. They're going to get the office. And they're going to get an office space and start printing like some pamphlets that they're here to help, that they are willing to perform services, things like that. They're going to buy better equipment, things like that.
Awesome.
So that's the first order of business so far.
Sweet.
If you have any recommendations on what they should use the money for, they're all ears.
Uniforms help an organization be understood and recognized.
Smart.
So, I would also suggest I can check in this afternoon as I go, but I would suggest visiting the Temple of Torm and speaking with the
Always a good decision.
the priesthood there, as we are at least in name serving in the name of Torm. We should probably make sure that we are communicating at the very least with the clergy.
Very good.
And how we can align our purposes.
I've been doing that. They're not really listening, though. But with you involved, maybe they'll listen this
I
time.
will stop by and simply put in a word with the priest.
Great. All right. They leave you to do your duties. You're going to go to the printing press and order pamphlets. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna get pamphlets.
Okay.
Pamphlets to hand out, brochures.
All right. You make a sketch of whatever it is that you're going to,
So like
to do.
the emblem, right, with the sword and the gauntlet and
Yep.
everything, and then it's titled "So You Need Some Help?" Question mark. Order of the Gauntlet, and you open it up, and it's like who we are, what we do, why we do it. Want to join? Like all of
That's great.
that kind of stuff.
All the information you need.
With
So you need
It
some
says
help.
temporary headquarters at
Mhm.
this place.
Feel this
Soon,
is
soon to be.
soon to be,
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Fair enough. Okay, you do that. And you go over to the Chapel of Torm and let the priests there know that you're taking this seriously.
Mhm.
The Order of the Gauntlet will return. You need to respect them more than you're doing now.
And
Listen
then-
to them.
Right.
They're
And
doing
then
good work.
It would be a good idea to get on board.
Okay. Are you doing any kind of like they're mostly like, sure, we've got our own things to do. If you and your friends want to make this thing, then great. Are you going to try and like persuade them, intimidate them?
I would try to persuade them.
Okay.
Like, I mean, Gyrus knows the teaching, so he can talk the talk and use the jargon, talk about the scriptures or whatever with the priest to be like,
Mhm.
Torm talks about righteousness and helping out. They're doing this. If you're doing things, why not work with them? Have them do it with you. Give them direction. Right now, they need things to do to get out there. So tell them what needs to be done in the name of Torm, and they should do it. So.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage, given who you are.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
Oh shit. You're persuasive AF.
Yeah, it's a 25.
They're sold. They'll work with them, and if they have any particularly pressing matters, they'll reach out and ask if they can help. Great. So, the Order of the Gauntlet is beginning to become legitimized.
It's cute.
And the rest of you, anything that I should know about with what your guys are buying?
I'd
or-
like to buy 2 greater healing potions.
Okay.
And a cup of tea.
She
Uh,
asked
A cup of tea is
the
gonna cost
merchant.
you. It's like,
Is this a fucking tea house?
like this isn't
Okay, do you need the pricing on that, or do you have it?
I have it right here.
How much does it say?
Oh, but so you don't have it.
It says 25 gold.
It says it's free.
50 gold for minor, 100 gold for greater?
No, I think it was 150.
I think it was
150? Okay. Alright, so add 25% on top of that.
Potion. Ooh, should I get potion?
So like 37.
Too?
say 37. Round down.
Potion of greater healing is 150.
Okay, round down to the nearest gold.
No, that's 150 gold.
But at
Plus 25%.
Oh, I see. Fine.
If you need me to figure out what that is.
Yeah, please do. For two of them.
Okay, we'll say
Civil
37.
mass is the hardest one.
150. So 187 per.
I'd like 2, please.
Okay. Mark it off on your sheet.
And I would also like a potion of poison. It's
Okay.
100 gold.
Okay. Not a big demand for that. So we'll say it's just 100 gold.
Delightful.
Be sure to read the label.
Yeah, between the two. I rip off the labels. Woohoo! This shall be fun.
This one is
I love a surprise.
So is Gladys just like true or like chaotic?
Chaotic
neutral?
good.
Okay, chaotic.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
I love
Anything
her.
else that I should be aware of?
Nope. I have 2 minor, a greater, and a superior, so I think I'm all set.
So, in order to cast Teleportation Circle, I need 50 gold worth of rare chalks and inks infused with precious gems.
Oh
You'll
my
get that
god.
You'll get that at a. There's several magic stores. There's
That is dramatic.
a place that sells spell scrolls. Multiple places that sell material items. So no problem. You can find that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get probably several of those.
However many you want.
Okay.
And can afford.
I will do that.
How
What
much
should,
are they?
I mean, it's 50 gold per cast. So I think at least
Oh, I see.
2.
Oh,
Let's
I wonder
go
if I have
someplace in
anything
the
weird
back.
for casting. I should look at.
Probably more so.
Hmm?
I mean, you don't. That's not something you probably want to run out of.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like maybe I get 4. So like 200 gold. But
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know that bards have a lot of spells that require gold, like costing components.
we can always look.
I doubt it. And if it comes up, just mention it, and we'll mark it off
Yeah,
on your
we'll-
sheet.
Oh, thanks.
We'll just mark off the cost of it on your sheet. We'll assume that you have those things
Right.
when you're about to head out embark on an adventure.
Yeah, at least one copy of.
Yeah. Anything else before we head off?
Thanks.
I mean, I've got 2 of the diamond dusts for Revivify. Do you think I should up that to get some more?
Can I buy a horse?
Depends on how much.
Yeah, you can
A
buy a horse.
myrrh horse?
I can
Oh,
afford
those
to
are
get
rare.
another 2. So
Depends on how much you think we're gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we have 2, well, I'm next in line to be killed.
Now we are headed to
Why?
Alversea, which is a city.
It's a whole
To
thing.
break the
Oh,
connection.
right.
Break the Ember connection.
So we do need to
Yeah,
reserve.
why'd we get
so really,
that
we have
call,
1
remember?
because we definitely gotta kill.
Was
So
it-
willingly.
It seemed
It
good.
wasn't wise.
It seemed good at the time.
It did, and I
we
just-
are going to kill her at some point soon. So really
They had a whole democracy
Yeah,
thing.
you're
They
gonna get a
changed
whole
from
new,
sausage to bacon, or vice versa.
Character.
No, they
You
bring
get at
Josh,
least one more.
and Damien's
And
gonna bring
then
me
bring
back.
Get 1 more.
So I'll keep that.
He's
at
gonna
3.
bring me back, yeah.
Do you guys have the stream pulled up? It only says we have 2 people.
I have it up.
I did.
I
My
don't.
phone is rapidly dying, so
Okay.
it's just
I was just
logged
curious.
out.
Chicken
I'll just
was
say
there.
like,
Chicken was there. Is still?
It was earlier.
Just wondering. No worries. All right. So,
Willow is just gonna eye a tentacle rod
oh,
and just
Willow's in the
I want to get just
Hold it.
like in the red light district, or
no, it's
Oh.
I get
gross.
Oh my god.
Boy.
big laughs.
it would not be.
Damn.
It would not be the first
Big
character
laugher.
that we played who's into tentacles.
That was perfect. Just like
If I recall- if I-
immediate.
Don't worry.
if it was a
We'll clip
recurring
that.
trope that my paladin was sharing was into tentacles.
Oh god.
Wasn't it?
Oh,
Wasn't
God.
it?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Woo!
Anyway, sure
Alright.
it was
Red
into
light
tentacles. It
district
was a
or-
recurring joke. Anyway.
All right.
Shit, that was funny.
So the question does stand: are you going to use horses on this trip, or are you going to walk?
Oh, son of a bitch. I don't know.
Do you want to walk
Horses.
just to avoid the horses, or use the horses because you want to use the horses? You have one. You're going to bring the horse with you.
I mean, Shki is coming with, yeah.
Yeah.
And if other people, like, if we only have her, then other people, we can like, take turns riding.
You also remember that the crown is giving you horses.
Yeah,
If
we
you
should
want-
probably
if you
take
want
horses.
Should take horses,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so you walk down.
Nonsense.
So you've gathered your
Right.
things, and you decide to head out. It makes the most sense to leave now, before nightfall, because the closer you are to the city and traveling, the safer it is. You may as well camp as close to the city as possible, in case something comes up. and then have a whole day of travel outside that. But before you leave the castle, you head down, you gather your things, and you decide to meet at the gate. You are all getting your horses out. Sir Gyrus grabs his fey creature. And Gladys says, "Oh, no need. How does this work
I have
out?"
a horse.
You have a horse?
I have a horse. Rather, I have a Pegasus. That's the best. It's the best. It was like one of the really cool feats that gets like really far down. I messaged Kyle and I was like, "Can I just get a Pegasus?" There's a feat where you can just summon a Pegasus.
All right, so what does this look like?
So it's not like I was not expecting this tonight. This is so exciting. It doesn't have a name. I have to figure out a name. No, I mean, like this is like a really high level spell that I probably shouldn't have spent on this, but I was so excited.
You're about to take a long rest, so you may as well.
So exciting! Yeah, because once you cast it, it's basically they stay there just like
Like
a familiar would. So if it dies, then I'd have to recast it.
Sure.
Okay.
Which is pretty much just like a familiar.
Find
And then it has
Greater
its own
Steed.
little find Greater Steed. It has its own
Find
little
Greater
player
Steed,
sheet, but I can
yeah.
fly.
Yeah.
All right, you summon a spirit.
so cool!
All right, so what? Like, describe
want a
describe
Pegasus.
this whole situation. All right, so you guys are down here at the stables, and you give
I'm
Shki
feeling
a
pretty good about my horse.
you give Shki your Rice Krispie treat, and you've got a bag of baked goods per request from Phyllis,
Yeah.
and
A separate bag for she.
out walks Gladys, saying, "I don't need one."
I don't need a horse.
It's it only requires verbal and somatic, so you could do a little dance, you could do a little poem, you could do whatever you want.
I'm going to sing a song and use my flute. And I do
Sing and flute?
Sing and flute can't happen. You're right. But I can.
False. That is called multiphonics, and it can happen.
I can.
Oh shit!
So she does a little. Okay, I'm gonna do a little dance, a little fluting. A Pegasus might come out by chance.
Out of where?
So she sings this little flute.
Where do they
and
come
now,
from?
Like the magic comes out of the flute as she's playing through the flute. This beautiful cloud essentially comes out, and then through the clouds comes this beautiful stark white Pegasus, just like in My Little Pony. Really pretty white little Pegasus with a blue heart on its butt.
It has a cutie mark.
Probably. Just like, yeah, My Little Pony, absolutely. And his name is gonna be Gus. Gus!
Gus.
So devastated I don't have a Pegasus.
Peggy Gus.
Ooh, Peggy would also be
Peggy
good.
Gus.
Gus.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
that's why his name's gonna be Gus.
Yes.
Pegasus.
Okay.
That's gonna be his name.
Baz
It
is
has-
like another magic horse.
Yeah, I love that. That's so
And-
funny. I had no idea you had a magic horse.
And just has like an emotion. There's like stars in her eyes. Like, we have two magic horses.
And it means like
There's
another
Wait,
two magic
magic
horses.
Does
horse.
the My Little Pony have the thing on the butt?
Yeah.
The cutie mark.
Yeah, right?
Is that what they're called?
That's what
That's
they're
what
called.
my cutie mark is telling me.
Okay, so
Amazing.
a
The
Pegasus.
original one, don't you?
So a Pegasus, for everybody
Totally.
who needs to know,
Oh
is
yeah, it's a horse that flies. Go ahead.
a Pegasus is for everyone who needs to know a celestial.
Oh.
This one has an intelligence of 6.
Oh, that's the one I'm thinking actually.
It gains the ability to understand a language of your choice that you speak. What language other than common?
First of all, I would just like my childhood dreams to come true, so this is actually what she looks like. She's pink. She has blue hair.
His name is Gus.
Oh, okay.
Her name will be Peggy.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
I didn't
Peggy
think about
the
this
Pegasus.
before.
Peggy the Pegasus with orange fur and blue hair.
This is
Okay.
lovely.
Understands
Okay.
Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, but can't speak, and it can understand one more of anyone that you might know.
I feel like those are all the ones I speak. I don't think I picked
Okay,
any like
if you don't,
weird...
it's fine. It just,
Okay,
it-
I'll
it's
think
sort
through
of
that though.
It-
If there's
Um,
It can understand you. I think that's.
You control the mounted combat. We'll say that your Pegasus acts on your turn, just like Shki does on his.
okay, cool.
While the mount is within 1 mile of you, you can communicate it with it telepathically.
Cool.
Oh, so
What
cool.
the fuck? I want a Pegasus so
While-
bad.
And I
What?
can fly on her.
Well,
Right?
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
While mounted on it, you can make any spell you cast that targets only you as also target the mount. So, okay, that's interesting. The mount disappears temporarily when it drops to 0 hit points or when you dismiss it as an action. So you can just say
Get out of here.
tutu or ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Casting this spell again resummons the bonded mount with all its hit points restored and any conditions removed. You can't have more than one mount bonded by this spell or find steed at the same
Yeah,
time.
one horse.
As an
only.
action, you can release a mount from its bond, causing it to disappear permanently. Whenever the mount disappears, it leaves behind any objects it was wearing or carrying.
Does it stop existing?
It goes back to the plane. that
No,
it
then
came
I'd
from.
have to recast it.
Oh.
It's a celestial, so, it doesn't live on this.
so
it comes from somewhere
it,
else.
it has three states of being, essentially. Where you are in this plane, dismissed and ready to return back, or dismissed permanently.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Although how that differs between just casting it over again, I don't
Yeah.
know. But
You
I would like to
can't-
reel it back a sec.
If it's dismissed permanently, you can't call it back. It's
It
no
is
longer-
it
going
it's
to
no
would
longer
be a
bonded.
different Pegasus.
It's no longer. I think you have to. I think the idea is you find this creature and then bond to it.
You summon a spirit that assumes the form
yeah, it
of
was
your
like a-
loyal
it's a
majestic
summoning
mount.
kind of
Summoning
spell.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's gonna be a male. He's gonna be pink. He's gonna have the lightning blue hair, and his name's gonna be Gus.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds good.
I feel best about that.
good. Glad we.
Feel bonded.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
Gus.
fabulous.
Is she a girl?
She has been. Yes.
Do you have the?
She's a girl.
They can love each other.
Do you do Fae and Celestial?
That's what I was gonna say.
Um,
Like if it's
Do some
Are
research.
they gonna hate each other?
maybe.
I don't know.
No.
Fae are.
Harmony.
Let's
This
just
is
say.
gonna be book number 2 of my children's book.
Let's just say Fae are fickle, and Pegasus is a Celestial is probably not as much. But do you have the stat block for this creature?
Yeah, I did pull it up.
Okay, so you know what it does on its actions.
Yeah, not a lot.
Plus 6 to hit, 2d6 before bludgeoning
Yeah,
damage.
we can hit. We can.
Okay.
We played a campaign with a paladin who summoned a donkey Pegasus.
Can fly 90 feet. Has a flying.
Donkeys.
Yeah, so how does
Has
that
a-
work with flying? Can I,
Named
like, so
Saltine.
during a battle, can I just, like, jump on top of Gus and fly around while
Yes.
casting
So-
spells and things?
Correct. You
Yeah,
you
so
can have it move 90 feet.
Like from Encanto.
I think that how do we do it with yours?
He's also chaotic.
Do we
right?
say that you're essentially the same creature, where like have Shki move 20 feet, you make an action, move another 10
That makes
feet,
sense
make
to
another
me.
action, or is it like all of Shki's stuff, and then it's your turn?
I haven't done a lot of fighting on horseback,
Mhm.
so we've usually done that it's just been 2 separate turns
Okay.
because we're acting separately.
But if I'm on horseback, it feels like that
The
much.
pro-
I would say
the-
that the movement, like just thinking of it in a reasoned sense, I would think that if you're mounted, the movement of your mount uses up your movement as well, because like if it's supposed to fit a certain amount of time, then it doesn't make
But
sense.
it's 2 people's turns, essentially 2 creatures' turns.
Right, but I would think that your movement would have to happen simultaneously to your mount's movement
Right,
if
like
it's in
you
the
can.
same turn. Does that make
Maybe.
sense?
Yeah.
If
All
it's
right.
in the same
Well,
round,
I'll think about it
I
between
think that's
between
fine.
sessions.
but 2 actions
Um,
can both occur simultaneously.
But anyway, okay. So you call forth
So
this
exciting.
orange-furred, blue-haired Pegasus.
Pink fur.
Okay.
Doesn't fucking matter.
No, it sure doesn't. But
It's
it's
really like
in my
salmon.
like
Important to
in
you.
my children's heart. Yep,
All right. You
pink with lightning blue hair.
And the lightning bolts on the
Lightning bolts are
haunches?
definitely on the
Okay.
butt.
okay. And
Much bigger wings than the.
and you start heading out on your little journey. Now is an opportunity to inform Gladys on your little escapade. So you had a question on like what was this whole treason?
Ah, yes. So, what do we do? What are we in for? Let's share.
You seem to be within the circle of trust of the prince and royalty. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought you in to the meeting room and sent you with us.
Yeah, true. We go way back.
What does that mean?
So, for the sake of simplicity, we got in trouble for undoing. We destroyed a very powerful artifact that belonged to the crown.
What was the artifact?
For the good.
We felt that it was for the good of the people. The crown may disagree. Either way, we...
Like a
Did you notice when, like, people couldn't do big magic? Like, the magic was kind of limited.
Oh, interesting.
After the 3 waves.
Yes, after the 3 waves.
Gladys was just stoned out of her mind.
Listen, things get a little fuzzy.
And it
Back
was
then.
like,
But the 3 waves, I remember people talking
my
about
God.
that.
What is that one?
She's listening intently.
Yeah.
So you were affected as well. You couldn't cast anything over, like, what, 2nd level, I think
Sure.
was what I said. But you have recently been able to.
Yes. Things have gotten better.
It's because the
stone
thing
up their Tory.
was destroyed, but it turns out that thing was keeping the Embers guy, right, under control.
Yes.
It's complicated.
It was...
This Embers bit. Can you tell me more about them Embers? Sounds like a cult to me.
Yes,
And I've heard of a cult.
You've been... I'm sure you've had some dealings with cults.
That's
I know a cult when I've
shame.
seen one, and that Embers seems like a cult.
You're
A
not
bit
wrong.
culty.
Yes. That some of us felt that at the start. Some of us did not.
Some of us were young and impressionable.
Oh, darling. Weren't we all young and impressionable once?
We really were.
No. We'll be the first cult.
Probably
Or was
won't be
it-
the
the
last.
first won't be the last. So they are led by a man named Eris Vint, who wants to assume godhood, and that is just great every time.
Where did we find these?
Are
Aren't
these
they
AI
magical?
Are they AI generated?
Yeah,
They look
I
like...
think
What did you even search for?
Oh, I don't know, but once I found her, I made the character. It's like I
You
cannot
were-
be.
you
I
were
can't be
inspired.
anything else but her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And Eris Vint is seeking
She's
godhood
crazy.
through devotion from followers. He has somehow, we are still unclear as to how, but he has determined a way to provide magical abilities in the same way that some greater being does, a fiend or an angel or god would bestow magical powers to mortals. He has somehow figured out how to do that. Whether that's a result of the devotion of followers or some other thing, we're not sure, but we do know his intent is to ascend
become a god.
through rather violent means, it seems.
Interesting. Very interesting. You see, my granddaughter, who I'm looking for, I'm a bit concerned that she's joining this Emperor's group you talk about.
Yes, young women seem to be, in my experience, impressionable by Eris Vint.
Is this Eris Vint? Is he handsome?
Yes? I don't know.
does anyone have minor illusion that they want to
I
cast?
do not experience.
I do.
Okay,
That's
you
wonderful.
you cast minor illusion to show Eris Vint, who
Like on a
was-
scale of 0 to Prince Overeth. Where is he?
It's not anywhere near
Not like
based
I'll
on
show you. Just a second.
based on my very scientific readings, I would put him at about 80% of Wolverine. Your perception is colored because he has forced his way into your brain.
Oh, darling, I understand.
Like some kind of brainworm.
He's an 8, but he's the leader of a cult.
Oh my god.
He's a 10, but he's a...
Yeah.
He's sort of an
Oh, that's how I should have said it. He's a 10, but a leader of a cult? Okay.
He's younger than I thought.
Yeah, he's
Godhood
handsomer than I
provides
remember.
immortality.
His head is smaller than his body.
Most people's are.
It's called armor.
Have you...
Small for his body.
Oh my god.
I mean, something
Alright.
like MODOK, right?
And then you conjure an image of him as he truly is, which was shown to you by
Was he scary?
Neela.
he was shown to you by Neela.
Oh,
This is what it
He's
looks
like
like.
so
which
scary.
style?
So this is what it looks like when you went through your initiation, as he had you become an ember. This is what it actually looked like.
Isn't he upsetting?
So upsetting. Also, head small.
Yeah,
It's
he's
a lot
got
of
big
armor.
shoulders.
I know, it's a lot of armor. Oh my gosh, he's so scary.
He's way into politics.
Full on cult.
He's gross.
They all turn into Sims players.
They get the thing above.
I mean, kind of. That's a good point. That's a great point.
They
Fantastic
do what you
point.
tell them.
A
They have the green thingy.
There's only one Sims player now, and that's that.
It's only me, and I mostly have autonomy.
For
now.
now, until he decides not to.
Yeesh.
So it was kind of a toss-up. Like, what's lesser two evils? Do we destroy the Stone of Praetori and give him even
Then
more power
The
back?
thing is that then they tried to arrest us, but it was our pal arresting us, and we kind of were like,
Goyle.
"It's fine, Goyle, chill out. Like, it's not a big deal, Goyle." And then Goyle was like, and then had to arrest us anyway, and then hence the light treason.
And he
Light treason.
It's extremely light.
Anyway, we did not really have much of a choice, or at least I didn't. Torm spoke to us,
Oh yeah,
provided us with a feast, and gave us very
Right,
clear
right,
direction
right. I
on
forgot
what to
about
do, and so we did it, as is right. And there is no moral ambiguity here.
Okay. Well, the crown doesn't quite see it that way, so we're working off our sentence by just doing some good deeds for them. Kindness of our hearts.
So what you did was really not that bad.
No.
It's like going 75 and a 45
Sure.
miles per hour. Have you been
Gotcha.
on those kind of roads?
I think we use kilometers here.
Oh, you need to get out. See the world.
See the world.
You young buck.
Quick piece of information for you would know this. Gladys is not just a would be well known artist from during her time, but she was also a member of an adventuring party and is a very powerful bard. Like it's not a secret that you know how to cast lots of big spells. You were
Really
involved.
been around.
That's why you were a friend to the crown. You helped them out in lots of situations. You and your party. You've since been retired for some time, but it's well known that you're not just a excellent performer, that you're also a powerful spellcaster.
Love that for Gladys.
Magic music.
Magic music.
Just wanted to
Magic.
point that out.
Yeah.
My Little Ponies.
Friendship is magic.
Oh my god, I love this.
You get the sense that some of the people don't know exactly who Gladys is, and you are very happy to inform them
Oh, that's
all
nice too. I like
about
that.
who she is.
Nothing makes Gladys
It's-
happier than
I
That's
tell
what
you
other
guys
people
about
love.
how we have a whole collection at the Shrine of Shadows and how Doug is a huge fan.
It's like the only
that-
music the monks listen to.
And no,
Oh my god, that's the one album they had, so they just had to listen to it.
and no, we had other albums, but Doug is
We know the deep
committed. We love a deep cut.
Googling Pink Pegasus is over here.
Doug loves it.
Okay.
I babble.
All right. Any other pieces of information that you want to inform Gladys, aka Kelsey, who missed out on some significant amount of time?
Okay, so
Fair amount of time.
there was a lot.
There was a lot.
So yeah,
The elevator
Specifically,
pitch,
something
honey.
that Gladys might need to know, or you would
As
like
long
to
as
tell
you're the
Gladys.
bandits.
so we know where. I mean, the bandits.
Never heard of the Bandits?
We removed the bandit king.
Oh yeah, we
and
cut off
that
some
was
heads.
fine. We
But
cut
then
off
it
some
turned
heads.
out the head was
So
disguised.
so
That is a
Miriam-
big secret
Yeah, we're
that
not-
I don't know anybody knows.
we're not sharing that.
With Gladys
With
right
Gladys.
here.
With,
I don't think Willow knows that either.
I don't think
Do you know about that?
Real
she
Kelsey
was
doesn't
there
know.
when
We all
when
saw it.
she was
I
there
was
when we
there
just.
when we decided to
buried that.
get rid of it.
Yeah, when we
because
decided
it
to
was
bury it.
different.
Yeah, but
um,
Willow didn't know who it was.
I think we probably
Maybe.
just mentioned it, but
Okay. Anyway, so to Kelsey / Gladys,
yeah. So
you killed Raph 9
we
lives,
killed Raph 9 lives
as
and
well as your
Arch-nemesis.
arch nemesis. Remember the cat launching lady,
Miriam.
Miriam Yellow
Miriam
Eyes?
Yellow Eyes.
Yellow Eyes.
We killed her. Turns out
Cat
she
rocket launcher.
like this is information for Kelsey rather than Gladys, but Turns out she was Henrietta's younger sister.
Living a double life.
Living a double life. So we didn't know that before we
She
killed
didn't
her.
turn into a werewolf?
No, she turned into face falling off of her severed head that we had in our bag to discover that there was a different face underneath who we recognized to be the sister of
good.
Henrietta.
Oh, that's really bad when that happened, where you're like, shit.
Yeah, we were like,
shit,
oh,
shit,
we're
shit,
not
shit,
turning this head in for a reward.
And she doesn't know that yet?
No one knows. We have not told anyone.
Yeah, you shouldn't
and we
tell anyone
also
that. You should
probably
not
won't.
tell Gladys that.
I think we buried that head.
We
We
did.
did.
We got
We
rid
did.
of it. We're done.
Did you not? You told Henrietta though. You showed her the journal. I thought
No, she'd be the one you wouldn't want to tell.
saying
What
saying
journal?
like, yeah, that she lived a double life.
Did we tell her?
I don't think so.
I could have sworn you did. Maybe it was just in my dreams.
Can't remember if we got
Well,
a journal or not.
if we
Did you dream
didn't,
about
if
Yes,
we
you
didn't,
had you absolutely had a journal about. I mean, that's how you knew that she was in love with.
Raphael.
right.
Right.
No, the other guy that.
Oh,
you
the guy we
murdered
killed
at the
first.
camp. Yeah.
Yeah, we
He found a journal and it was all about.
That's right.
Yeah, it was her
Yeah.
writing and everything. I could have sworn you guys showed her the journal and showed that she lived a double
I don't
life.
remember that, but
I don't recall that at all.
Okay, well maybe it didn't happen.
What's the update on the Kraken?
oh, he's around.
So we've faced another Kraken
Kraken
priest on the coast, and
He
sent
was
him
only
away.
semi-helpful.
We got attacked by the Embers on the road.
We did get attacked by
Oh,
the
yeah.
Embers. We discovered that if an Ember
Mila?
dies, the enchantment.
Oh
is
yeah,
broken.
Leela.
Because
Mila.
we killed Neela.
Mila,
And
we
then
killed
brought
her
her
and then we
back.
brought her back
She
to
was
life.
she was like, kill me and bring me back. Or she was like,
Bring me back.
She said, "Bring you, bring
And
me
that
back."
actually
as she
worked.
was dying.
It worked, and
So
it
you
severed
have
the bond.
Revivify. So yeah, let's do
And
that.
some diamonds.
So now Neela
Then we
is
can
like
do it.
somewhere.
She
doing
went to
some recon or
Unman
something.
Village.
Oh,
Was
yeah,
where
that's
she was
right.
headed.
And
And
We have a sending stone to talk to her.
that's cool.
we also
as
have a
well
sending
as
stone to
the
talk to the
prince.
prince, and it is customary
To say, okay, love you, bye.
saying, yeah,
To
love
hang
you.
up.
That's
That's
how
the
you
important
That's how
information.
you hang up. Is say love you,
Love
bye.
you, bye.
Yeah.
Love you, bye.
How about Doug? Didn't you have a sending for Doug? Did we have some sort of sending?
We
Oh.
did stop in and talk to Doug after.
No,
After Simone died.
you gave him a scroll of sending.
Yes.
Which
And-
he used when Simone was still alive.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
And so we did inform Doug,
did have
and
to
we
go tell
had
him.
some mourning, and Baz leveled up her monkdom. She got a tattoo.
Oh yeah, I got a tattoo.
Cool. Oh, those monk challenges are so fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
And
I forgot about that.
the purple worm, we'd already
We
seen
haven't
the purple
seen him
worm,
yet.
right?
You saw that on your way down
Yeah.
to Arstelia
Yeah.
the first
Okay.
time.
We haven't seen him again.
There's a big orc invasion,
Yep, heard about that.
which we pushed off, and we dumped we dumped some orcs on some trees, among other things. And am I missing any big important things? We know that Eris Vint traveled by teleportation circle up to the northeast. We're not
His-
exactly
Either
where.
free fast or vi fast.
We're
we
not
don't
sure
know.
where he is at the moment.
I saw him teleport as a bat, and he like,
You were a bat.
smiled at me. Yes, I was a bat.
He likes bats. We know. We figured out.
Or
that
he knows
likes bats.
exactly who
Or
the fuck
he-
Willow is.
Yeah, but I've never
or
met
he
him.
has
True sight.
true
True
sight.
sight.
Yeah.
And then
True sight, that's a cool thing.
we saw Beldar on the road. He tried to arrest us.
And we were like, nah, bitch.
Oh yeah, we definitely did. That was around the time we buried the
Oh!
head. We definitely we killed a couple of his people.
That sounds like the scariest thing.
knocked him out.
Also,
So we-
some of our sentences may be related to that interaction also.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And then we threw him in the ocean.
In
Oh, that's right.
Stood
You
back,
kidnapped.
And then we
You
tried to beat.
We kidnapped
we tried to
Beldar
get
Hirsch.
to
We did kidnap.
the palace before him.
So
Yeah.
he
Love it.
was dying, and we saved him.
Ugh.
And then we took him we basically kidnapped him,
Smuggled
smuggled him into the city,
No, smuggled him out to the ocean, dropped him in the ocean,
dropped a true,
and you smuggled yourselves into
and
the
then we
city.
smuggled our way into the city.
That was when he still had 2 arms, though. So
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, a lot happened, but
Snuck into the castle and had to warn them about the embers.
But I think you got the main pieces.
And now we're well on track to being buddies with Alfred.
Oh, I think we're there.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
we're there. He said, of course, to my friendship.
We saved the whole, capital from the orcs.
He's
We
entrusting
were
us
part of
with
that.
Gladys.
He's not here.
All right.
I'm
So
glad
as
she
you're
does.
as you're
Yeah,
traveling
that's the
along,
thing.
as you're
That is
tra-
nice.
as you're traveling along the coastal road, you notice like 5-foot holes, like 5 foot across holes in the ground periodically. And you eventually get to a city, or well, a small coastal town. To set the scene, recall that it is the middle of winter. It's snowy, cold. From time to time, there will be ice storms and things like that. So you make it to a small town, and you ask about what's the news, things like that. Mm-hmm. And they describe this creature that came out of the ground, swallowing all of their livestock.
It is
Oh,
the purple
fuck.
worm.
Oh no.
Stupid
It
orcs.
is back.
Swallowing all their
Rotted
livestock.
Holes. Makes
So
sense.
wait, but is that the purple worm though?
Yes.
Or is that
Yes.
it's only 5 feet across?
Yeah, that's what the dimensions say on the thing.
5. That's a pretty big mouth, man.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I was imagining
It's-
it being like
5 feet across as a big circle is pretty
And
big.
long.
It can
long,
absolutely, yeah, it's big enough
in
to
my
swallow.
head. In my head, I
swallow
thought
a
it
horse.
was bigger. But
Maybe
yes.
when it stretches out, it's only.
Anyway.
It's pretty long.
Yeah.
They describe the horror of seeing their livestock get gobbled up as it kind of like tremors or sandworms
Yeah.
up and down and around, and say that they heard it traveling eastward. And it's pretty clear. It's very likely that this is what's causing the guards to be not returning. It does not take much to investigate that. This is exactly the cause, and you are meant to deal with it.
Okay.
Traveling the direction that they point out, is anyone proficient in nature or survival?
No.
Am I proficient in nature?
Okay.
Is the answer yes?
Yes.
Let's see the roll.
Okay, because there could still be a no.
15.
Okay. You're able to sort of look into the hole, maybe even hop down to figure out maybe the direction that it's headed. You get the sense that it doesn't turn a lot when it's headed in a particular direction. You go into into multiple different holes to see that there's lots of twists and turns, but everyone that is more straight heads a certain direction. You follow that direction where it's much more focused. There's lots of twisty, turny, spaghetti type ones, but some of them are very straight. So you figure, let's follow the straight ones rather than the twisty, turny ones. Getting closer, lots of birds and squirrels and other woodland creatures start making lots of noise. You look over, Willow,
Yes.
and you know this as they want to talk.
Hi, buddies.
And we'll pick up the next session as you speak with some animals.
Yay! I love speaking with animals.
And that's where we'll leave tonight.
I also love speaking with dead.
All right.
Yes!
Good job, guys. You made it out of the city.
We managed to make it out of the city.
Finally left the capital.
The way that was going, it was going to take a
It was
while.
tight.
I had to wrangle a couple times, but that's okay. All right. So we'll try it again next Monday when we get some
Purple worm.
blasty, cutty situations.
Fun, fun, fun.
This is going to be fun. All right. Bye-bye.
It's
Bye!